Forestwood here. We're over at the Admiralty Center and we got a pineapple bun here. A delicious, delicious pineapple bun with a corned beef sandwich inside of it and even a slice of cheese. Oh my gosh. We're gonna try some food like almost right away? Yeah, for sure, because this place like closes early. They just closed it right now. There's where I got my sandwich from, Tao's Cafe out over here. And of course, over here in the Admiralty Center, things close a little bit earlier. This is really pretty much a lunch spot. There's a few places that stay open a little bit later, including Riceaholic on over here. But even that closes at like 5 or 5:30. But yeah, we're gonna have this delicious pineapple bun on over here. And I just kind of wanted to get nosy with like pineapple bun sandwiches and what some of the options are here in the area. So yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd fin my face today. Also, I only had breakfast, so a lunch and a dinner kind of smashed together would do well. Andrew, great to see you. Draw, or no, it's Gentle. I keep saying draw. I have no idea why. Look at that right there. So that's the spread right there for you. You got a nice little Yuenyeung iced tea right on, or milk tea on over here. So it's got the Hong Kong coffee in it too. And then a beautiful, beautiful, I've never had their corned beef, so I wanted to see what their corned beef would be like. So, awesome staff out there and stuff like that. I'm kind of happy I ordered that and not something like a little more intense to make, because they like closed up shop like right after. Not because of me, but because they normally close up. Usually they stay open until 4:30, but sometimes they close early, and that's fine. Chadon is opening a new Tawasin Mills. Chadon's moving to Tawasin Mills, eh? That's very interesting. Very, very interesting to see. Okay, Andrew's giving us the down low on the Cha Ching Tangs on over here and stuff like that. That would be the Hong Kong cafes. Okay, our audio is doing fine, so we're good in the audio department there. That's great. Nick, good to see ya. Yeah, And Gentle's here asking, hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing well. I'm gonna have a little bit of this right now for you. Good as usual, good as usual. But I did want to come on over to the Admiralty Center here and show you off some more of the food that's available here. But it does have to come after I'm done work, so. Let's enjoy a nice, beautiful pineapple bun sandwich here. Look at the size of this pineapple bun compared to the pineapple bun that we had on Saturday. Much, much smaller, but glossier top on there. Okay. Let's open it up. Let's take a look inside for you too, so you can see what's in here. So very, very simple sandwich. Okay. Very, very, very common at Hong Kong cafes. Egg being one of those big ingredients that they have on it. Look at that. Look at that. I picked that up. That was awesome. Oh my gosh. I need to just like hold this up for you so you can see the beauty of this. That looks delicious. That looks ridiculously delicious. That's good. That's really, really good. Andrew's saying, yeah, there's going to be a lime iced tea stall too, which has become very popular in the past few years. A lime iced tea? I have not heard of them. I have not heard of them. And there's some of the corned beef and the eggs right on over there. I did wash my hands before I got my food. And so, oh wow. And this thing like almost demands that you eat it fast. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Pineapple bun sticking to my hand. It's got a nice like sweetness to it and everything too. So that's very good. That's a good sign of a pineapple bun right on over there. A nice like sweet kind of top to it. I would have kind of liked it to have a little bit more consistency where it would have held up, but I get it. I get it. You're not going to get everything in the world perfect, and that's perfectly fine. It's comfort food. And that's what and it's cheap too. It's like $7. $7 for a massive egg sandwich on over here with corned beef in it. Cannot complain. Colby, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Yeah, the Cam Hole Noodle Express is closed. We've got the Quinling Taiwanese breakfast and lunch on over here that's been closed for like hours and stuff like that. Is that egg and corned beef? And so there's corned beef in this egg sandwich here. Egg and corned beef. And it is really good, to be honest with you. Really, really good. It's interesting to see the American cheese included in the sandwich. Generally don't have that kind of American processed cheese that I've found in other cha-ching tens, which is Hong Kong cafes for you guys. And I might be pronouncing that slightly wrong, but I'm trying. This is so good though. Oh my gosh. Okay, I get it. I get it. There's a lot of sweetness that's coming through the top of the bun on over there with the pineapple bun. And then just look at that. Look at that. This is like stuffed. It turns into a messy mess in the end, but it's good. It's good. We've become a pineapple bun connoisseur. Maybe not, but I enjoy them a heck of a lot. I really do enjoy a good pineapple bun. Always have, always have. I got hooked a long time ago with the pineapple buns on butter. It definitely happened when we came into Vancouver, though. It wasn't like a before thing. It was also, I didn't want to order something like overly complex, like an entire baked dish, and keep them open, force them to stay open longer. So, yeah. But it is a beautiful, beautiful day here in Richmond, British Columbia, Canada, and it's great to see everyone who's here on the stream. So we're gonna go and we're gonna check out a few other places where we can get some sandos and stuff like that. And try out those places. This is really good though. This is ridiculous. They got like a nice little, it's almost like a Kewpie mayo on there, so it's got like a nice little tang to it. If I lived right on over here by the Admiralty Center, maybe in the Capstan Village or something like that, I'd be over here all the time. I would definitely be over here all the time. That is really tasty. That is really, really tasty. And what is awesome is you get your little milk tea with it. So it's really like a whole little lunch that you can pick up here for $7. You can get a drinky, you can get a sando, and you can just kind of chill out and enjoy yourself here in the food court. Now there is some other really good food court spots on over here, and we'll explore them as we go along. But I do want to head on over to a few other places and try a few other things out. If we don't stick to the pineapple bun sandwiches, that's fine too. If I got a hankering for something else and we get on over to somewhere else, then we'll get that instead. But this is one of the deals that you can get. Your pineapple bun sandwiches and stuff like that. You saw it on Saturday when we went on over to iCafe as well. Really, really one of the many more affordable options that you can get here in the Metro Vancouver area, particularly if you are getting it, okay? Whether you're getting it over in the Cambie Village in Vancouver, excuse me, up at in the iCafe, or you're over here in Richmond, where you're surrounded by a bunch of Hong Kong and Taiwanese cafes and stuff like that. And yeah, you're enjoying some, actually, you know what, there was something, like, I did have a craving for some Taiwanese food. I say we go and get some Taiwanese food. Like, there's a great Taiwanese place, like, right next door. They're open a lot later than this place on over here. I say we do that. That would be really good. That would be really good. Okay, let's do that. Oh my gosh. So Andrew is having a lot of fun looking at that. So Andrew, are all those places going into Tawasin? Because you were talking about Chadong going into Tawasin. Is Big Way Hotpot going into Tawasin? Dynasty and Bao Buns as well? I love me Bao Buns. If that's the Filipino dessert shop on over there, I love that place. They got a spot over in Guildford Mall. Yeah. Oh my, that's awesome. I'm so happy for Bao Buns. Oh my gosh. They have worked very, very hard. They started off as a food truck, and now they've expanded. That's awesome. Now this weekend, I'll be on over in New Westminster, okay, and for the annual Hayak May Day Parade. That's happening on over there. And that'll be a good hoot and a holler. And then after that, on Sunday, we'll see where we go. I wanted to try to get down to Ladner because apparently they have a May Day down there. I don't know if I can do that, so I don't want to promise it. But if you're looking for something to do on Sunday, Ladner's having a May Day parade as well. So if you got a car, you can drive on down there and check it out. Now, give me a sec here. Okay, that's good. Hold on. Husband, by the way, is on a little bit of a trip right now. He needed to visit some family, so he is visiting family and doing family things right now. He wanted me to come along, but the short-term notice wasn't going to work with work, so yeah, he is going to do his thing, and I am going to be on over here doing my thing for a few days, and then he'll be back. But right now, we're talking on WhatsApp because that's the thing that you talk on when you're flying internationally and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna put, he just got through security. He was not having the best day at the Bangkok airport. I'm just gonna say, yay, I love you. He showed up around midnight on over there. And yeah, that is how it is on over there. So surprisingly, he got some rather reasonably affordable tickets, which is kind of interesting to see. And there was it was affordable, but also you could see the $600 charge that they put on because fuel is so precious right now, especially with world issues going on and stuff like that. We're not going to talk about world issues, but he'll be heading on back. It's great to see that he's gonna be spending time with family during Eid on over there in that place, and then he's gonna come back and spend the rest of the time with me. So that's gonna be awesome. But it was quite the adventure. So what he did was he left YVR yesterday, flew into Seoul, Incheon, which is like a suburb of Seoul where the airport is and stuff like that. So he went into Incheon, and he was able to get a shower on over in the Incheon airport because they literally have showers in the Incheon airport that people can use, which is just awesome. We do have to pay like $5 or $6 American for that, but that's pretty good. And then he flew on over to Bangkok, and from Bangkok, that's where you can get the direct flight that's going to take him to where he needs to go. So very, very cool, very, very awesome. Which, of course, as most of you know, is Bangladesh. So he is on his way on over to Bangladesh right now and heading back to Dhaka City. And it should be good. He hasn't been there in a while. He's also being the family gift bearer, because when you live in these international families, you basically, and you come in every once in a few years, what you do is you bring some gifts, and then they gift you too. And so it all evens out in the end, but yeah. Yeah, so that's why he was over at IKEA getting some IKEA stuff that they don't have on over there, and vice versa. And he's getting some stuff that he can't get over here that he can get on over there. He's gonna bring me back some stuff too, which is kind of cool to see. I would have loved to have gone with the family, but again, like when you're dealing with like critical projects and stuff that, you know, if you leave, it's not gonna work out smoothly. You just gotta do what you gotta do. You guys are both liking the names Bangkok and Regina. So Nick says Bangkok sounds funny. And then Andrew responded with, Nick, so is Regina. Ah! I love you guys. You made me laugh. Oh, the trolls have no hope. They have no hope. Oh, and shout out to the Bitter Girls. We appreciate our regular fans most, but shout out to the Bitter Girls because you keep watching us. So say my name. Say my name. Jerome Forestwood right here. Hi. How's it going, Bitter Girls? We got a few of those over the weekend too. That was hilarious. Well handled by the community. So much respect to those that do throw the shade. It is greatly appreciated. And I think everyone on this chat right now throws the shade. Yeah, everyone on this chat can throw the shade with the best of them. Gentle, Andrew, Nick, Colby, oh my gosh. Colby doesn't throw as much shade, but when Colby throws shade, Colby throws shade. Gentle doesn't throw as much shade as well, but that's okay. Not everyone has to throw like massive amounts of shade. When you do, though, it is greatly appreciated, and you do it at the best times. So I greatly appreciate it. So howdy, folks. We are started our adventure over here at the Admiralty Center. I have just finished my meal on over here. It is done. Okay. We are going to go and go on over to the next spot on over there. That was a nice little snacky on over here. But right next door, and I've had a craving for some good Taiwanese food for a bit. There's a nice little Taiwanese restaurant over there. We have been on over there before. I don't think we've done it on my channel though. Okay? And I think we did it on Asa's channel. We might have done it on my channel, but Asa was the one. Anyways, we're gonna go on over there and check it out either way because I can't remember if we went there on my channel or not. So let's go on over there right now and get some great food. And that's just right next door. And that would be the Pacific Center. So this is the Admiralty Center. A lot of the shops closed here a little bit earlier. There's still a few shops that are open right now. So you can still get some food, but they're all gonna close sooner or later. And that's just life when you're here in Richmond. And here in Metro Vancouver, a lot of the cafes close early, and that's unfortunate, but it's also part and parcel of the world we live in. So they're only going to stay open when they got the crowds. And let's be honest, someone like me coming in a little bit later, the crowds are like a little bit late at night, and that's when the lunch crowds are starting to disappear. So, but let's head next door. Let's grab some good food on over there, and then we'll figure it out from there. Oh my gosh, Talk, good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Yeah, the Taiwanese beef noodle. No, I've had their Taiwanese beef noodle, by the way. It is excellent. I wanted to try something else. Andrew's like, I think I know where you're going. Well, spill the tea, Andrew. Where am I going? Where am I going? Let's see if you can actually guess. Guess it right. Andrew's like pretty much almost always on. It's funny when I pick a spot and he's like, I didn't think of that one. He'll probably get this one right though. Yeah, spill the beans, Andrew. Where am I going? This one is fairly popular, so a lot of people actually do know about it. So let's head on over there. So this right here, this is the Admiralty Center. And this is where we started our adventure on over here. Andrew, you won the prize. You won the prize. The prize is gloating rights. Oh my gosh, Meraki Street. Yes, I am heading on over to Meraki Street right now. But the Admiralty Center is over here on McKim Way. We're gonna go literally across the street. Exactly. You get the right to gloat and drop the sunglasses emojis. That is awesome. We're gonna go across the street here, right on over to Meraki Street, right on over there. Okay? So, just making sure I'm out of the way of Teslas before crossing the road. A Tesla literally passed me. Just making sure, be safe. Don't get run over by Teslas or any other car here in Metro Vancouver. Oh my gosh. And it's not just Richmond, it's all over. Last time when I was in Port Coquitlam, oh my gosh. I saw some very good drivers. I saw some very bad drivers. So it's all over the place. But yeah, I'm super stoked for this weekend because I love me a good New Westminster party, and they're gonna put on a great party this year. I can already feel the vibe and stuff like that. So really, really excited to check that out. But first, let's head on in. Let's go on over. I'm gonna head on in the other door just because then I can make an easier approach. So, here we are. We are at Pacific Plaza right on over here. And as you can see, we are in the parking lot. And this is 888 Odland Crescent. Husband! Great to see ya! How's the trip going? Great to have you on the stream. He does still have internet access, guys. We're over at the Pacific Center right now. And we just finished up over at the Admiralty Center on over there. Yeah, we stopped by Tao's Cafe and we grabbed some food on over there. That was awesome. Yeah, we got a pineapple bun with corned beef on it. I have never tried the corned beef with egg made from a Hong Kong cafe. So that is actually a first for me. That was actually a first. But let's head on over. I'm gonna collapse this because we're gonna head on over in here. Okay, and then this is the Pacific Center right here. So. The Wasan Cafe is already closing. There's a KCT, they're closing too, right on over here. Okay, but if you head on to the back here, okay, there's Meraki Street right on over there. Okay, and we're gonna grab some food right on over here. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of choice here. I'm just like food hopping right now. I was wondering if you still had the small bowl with the pork and the rice.
Small bowl?
Yeah, I might have seen it online. The braised beef with rice?
And chicken.
Okay, and the chicken one right there.
Also, we have the pork chop.
I'm intrigued. There's just so much to choose. I can't decide. What would you recommend?
This one.
The house-made preserved mustard greens, tofu skins, pork chop noodle, and rice noodles?
Yeah. You can choose rice noodle or the regular noodle.
Okay, let's go with that. And what's the difference between the rice noodle and the regular noodle?
The regular noodle is the flat one.
Oh, it's the flat one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with the regular noodle then. Yeah, let's grab that. That sounds great.
Noodle or rice noodle?
Regular noodle.
Okay.
Good question to double check.
For here.
Yeah, for here.
Do you want to drink the winter?
The winter melon oolong tea? I wouldn't mind one. That would actually help. Yeah, let's grab a winter melon too. Okay, we're gonna get a whole meal here.
So $17.
Okay, debit please. And Nick, I see your comments. I'll get back to you in a minute. Thank you, appreciate it. Oh, they got a nice card system on over here. Appreciate it. So we get our food. We get our little timer on over here. When we head on over to the window and sit by the window, because if there's any internet issues, then it gets resolved. Okay. And we chill out. I think this would be the best spot. Right here. But yeah, and this is President's Plaza right on over here. Jasmine, good to see ya. Is it Jasmine or? Yeah, Jasmine. Awesome. Nice to have you here on the stream. Justin, like the new logo. Very interesting. Good to see you as well. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up. Winger's here too. Winger, good to see ya. Hello. Hello, Jerome. Happy Thursday. It is a good Thursday. What time is it? Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I have no idea. Husband is crossing borders. Literally as we speak. Great to see you guys. Yeah, so Jasmine just came on the channel too. That's awesome. That's the animated version of you. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So we just went on over to Meraki Street, and we just ordered us some food on over there. Okay. Ordered some food on over there. So that should be interesting to see. But yeah, that's gonna come on in. Sleepy, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. So this thing is gonna go off. Now, if you do come to these food courts, and for example, when it's a little bit busier, like there's an awesome little cafe on over here too called Origin, but okay, I would be paying like $7 or $8 for one of their drinkies. Now, is it worth it? Absolutely. Their drinkies are delicious. But I get a winter melon tea on over there for $2 with the food. So I'm kind of happy about that. I had some cravings and I'm gonna appease those cravings right now. But you get these timers from most of these stalls on over here, and it'll tell you when your food's ready. So you can sit at any table, especially when this place is busy. You're gonna pick whatever table decides to choose you, not you choosing it. Today though, there's ample tables, so we don't have to make as big of a decision. But if I came here a few hours earlier, this place was busy at 1 p.m. It was really, really busy at 1 p.m. So, such is life, such is life. But what can you say? What can you do? You just gotta live your life the best that you can. So we're gonna get some Taiwanese food on over here. We are getting, let me pull up their menu because it's on their menu and it was not the dish that I was expecting to order, but that is okay because I really want to try some different stuff. And these people sometimes keep us heading in the right direction, mixing up all the different food. Okay, so there is that. Where is it? I'm gonna have to type it in. Meraki Street. Okay, there's the menu right there. Give me a sec. Almost have it. Almost have it. There it is. So we are getting the house-made preserved mustard greens, tofu skins, and pork chop soup rice noodles. Or pork chop soup with regular noodles, not the rice noodles, okay? So the regular noodles, which are apparently the flatter noodles, and I'm assuming they're probably egg-based. So, Sleepy's asking, what do you have planned for dessert? I have no idea. I have no idea. I just kind of wanted to get some good food. And where do you go to get some good food for a good price? Richmond. That's where you go to get some good food for a good price. Okay, there's plenty of great restaurants also in like Vancouver and Burnaby and all that type of stuff, but Richmond, it's where I want. And mustard greens, eh? You would be surprised, Andrew. I actually like bitter, and so if it's what I think it is, I think it's actually going to be something that I'm really going to enjoy. Okay, which is interesting to see. In my culture, there's a lot of bitter things. Well, in one side of my culture that we regularly eat. So yeah. Makes saying ass of airline food is so plain. It is, but I bet he had some really good food on the first part of the flight, because to be honest with you, okay, Korean Airlines serves some amazing food. So yeah, and I think I had like we had bibimbap before. I think it's almost ready. Oh yeah. Okay. Give me a sec. Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Chili oil. This one is less spicy.
Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Balancing this is crazy. I'll make it, but wow. That's the one thing I'm not a fan of, is carrying soupy stuff back. This looks good though. This looks very, very good. Very, very good. First off, we have some of this that comes with it. This is some of the sides on over here. Give me a sec here. Let me show you some of the sides, because we gotta let the other food cool down. But look at that. Let's give you a top-down view before we go any further. Give me a sec, guys. So, what do we have here, first of all? So this is our mustard greens and tofu and pork chop soup. Okay. This is our winter melon tea right on over here. And this is the spicy chili oil. They always are a little cautious when they see someone of my complexion, which is great. I want them to be a little more cautious, especially with the spice, because let's be honest, there's some people that are always like, I want the spicy, and then they get mad and angry at people. So it's good for them to be aware. This is eggplants and peppers, and then this looks like tofu right on over here. So I am definitely wanting to try the eggplant and tofu first, just to show you off this right here. Okay, this is some of the nice little sides that they bring on over here. We're just gonna try some pieces. So then let's try this tofu first. That's definitely, it's got some spice to it. That's definitely very, very nice. Now, this is the eggplant. It talks like, now I'm hungry. I've done my job. I have done my job. That's really, really good. This is like a nice, it's almost pickled. It tastes pickled. Very, very nice. Very, very. So those are the sides. That is awesome. Husband's like, that looks good, except I'm allergic. Ah, that is very, very true. My husband is allergic, so that such is life. That is the mustard greens. Okay, we need to put the soup in for the spoon in too. Hold on, give me a sec. Just so you can see some of the food that's on over here. So, sometimes the things that they put on these straws is harder than getting the straw. Okay, so they got questionable paper straw. I can't blame them though. They were forced at one point in time to buy these. So a lot of restaurants are kind of working their way through the paper straw stock. And then when they finish off the paper straws, they bring the plastic back in. But yeah. Awesome. I'm allergic to eggplants too. It's not thoroughly cooked. My tongue gets itchy. And Awesome saying, Andrew, it's extra ironic for me being gay. Ah! That is true. Ooh. Winter melon tea, very subtle. When it has like winter melon's like a subdued, fruity, melony flavor. You can definitely taste the tea in there too, so it's a mix of the tea and the winter melon. Very, very good. Very, very nice. If it was too fruity, it would overpower some of the other things that you're gonna have. This is a nice, refreshing drink on over here, the winter melon tea. And for $2 you can get this. And it saves you a few bucks, because if you wanted to get a drink elsewhere in here, you'd probably pay maybe 3 or 4, up to 7 or 8 if you went to Origin. Again, though, if you go to Origin Cafe, right on over here, okay, there's a reason that you pay that much, is because they're awesome. They're literally awesome. So that is the one thing. The one thing. One thing I'm not allergic to is amazing fried chicken. Imagine if husband was like all of a sudden diagnosed with like, I'm sorry, Mr. Acid, but you are now allergic to fried chicken. You can no longer have fried chicken. Oh, my husband would lose it. My husband would lose it. Oh my gosh, Ass is now using animated Justin. Okay. So Andrew's saying people drink winter melon tea as a cooling effect. It has a cooling effect in Chinese medicine. So it cools you down a little bit instead of warms you up like some other kind of drinks and stuff like that. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And as I was saying, I love the beef rendang sandwich from the Malay spot. Ooh. Yeah, Malay, or Malay, I think it's Malay, because Malaya kitchen is right next to them. Malaya, though, is closed. And then they have G, Taste Good Food. That's another Malaysian restaurant on over there that you can get food at too. Okay. Let's get a little bit of the pickled greens in here, because Andrew wants to see me have the pickled greens. Okay. That is delicious. I can definitely see where Andrew was questioning whether or not I would like it, though. Definitely see where he like that. Those mustard greens are bitter, but bitter for a reason. It kind of brings a balance to it, because you got this like rich kind of broth on over here. Does your tradition to the anime? Oh my gosh! Is there interdimensional Labubu's in animated Justin's universe? At Asif, I had seen Andrew saying at Asif, I had Singaporean food at Shuk on the weekend. Really good and affordable. That's another good place to go to. Okay, let's dig in and see what's going on with this. This is the pork chop right on over here. This thing has been pounded flat. Look how thin this is. Really easy to pick up. That's tasty, actually. My husband would probably go for the beef dishes, but I love me some good pork. And if you're gonna serve a big pork chop, I want it to be nice and skinny. That's good. That's really good. There's a chili oil. And that chili oil is spicy, but it's not like super overly spicy. I think my mom would have a problem with it though. I was just like, they pounded it good. They did. They really did. To an interdimensional Godzilla and had to offer up his Jollibee for safety. We live in complex worlds, animated Justin. We live in complex worlds. Andrew had at Shuk, he had the satay beef, the chicken skewers, the lox and noors, and the, what is mi rebus? Andrew, drop that down. Drop that down in the chat. Tell us what mi rebus is. I have no idea. Yeah, that is spicy. This chili oil does have some spice to it. I can attest to that. That was really good though. That is really, really good. And this is the thing, if you want to try like other cultural food in and around the city, like coming to the Richmond plazas and stuff like that, and they'll start to remember your face and stuff. They don't necessarily remember your name or anything. Then they remember your face, and if you're not sure what to and that's part of the fun of it. It really is part of the fun of it. And definitely enjoy that. Now let's see what's down in here. Let's dig in. Ooh. Ooh, look at this right here. I'm digging this already. So the mustard greens and the tofu is like this like small little shredded tofu one over here. Very, very good. Right? Very plain Jane. The mustard greens though, they have this nice little tartness to them. Okay, really, really mixes well with the slight richness in the broth. It's almost like a chicken stock broth. A little bit of creaminess to it. It really kind of balances out. I've been really impressed with their soup dishes on them here. Flat rice noodles, my favorite. Slurpy goodness. Yeah, this one isn't overly hot. But I definitely get what Andrew is saying. And let's put some chili oil in here. Make this a little bit more spicy. And that's good. See how like when you pick it up, the tofu and the tofu and stuff, and the mustard greens really stick well into it. Now this is something that I've seen at several different Taiwanese shops. And so I wasn't apprehensive to order it when she recommended it. I'm kind of like actually wondering about it for a bit. I just haven't had the encourage or opportunity to actually order it myself. So some things in my culture that I grew up with, of course, is my dad taking me out to get cattail roots and stuff like that, and we would bring the cattail roots home and chop them up. A very, very bitter type of root vegetable that you can find just out in the wild there. We'd make muffins in the springtime with the top of the cattails. We'd be mixing them because it creates this kind of flour that you can turn into a dough. And if you shake the cattail, it'll just fall into a bag. It's very cool to see, but very, very awesome and delicious. And then the cattail stalks, they taste a little bit like a cucumber mixed with celery. So very, very interesting to see as well. And that's one of the things from my culture that you would have back in my old hometown. But when they said mustard greens, I was like, okay, that can't be as bitter as cattail. Because that one's pretty bitter. He usually works it with a lot of butter and stuff like that. And I think if he learned from my husband to use ghee, it would get even better. But I played with sit well with the rice noodles, soup with Hong Kongers. That sounds like a great idea too. I'm definitely gonna. This is good though. Yeah, I had a hankering for some Taiwanese food. And this is definitely Taiwanese though. And I'm starting to learn some of the differences between the Taiwanese cuisine and the Hong Kong cuisine, which is interesting to see. There's also some parallels between them too, which is very, very interesting as well. That is tasty though. And that is very, very tasty. Very, very tasty. So howdy folks, great to have you here on the stream. Oh my gosh. What an awesome day to be out and about here in the city. Okay, enjoying some comfort food and just having a general good time. If you haven't hit that like button yet, do hit that like button. And we are here, we are all about just exploring food, exploring festivals, exploring culture, and just having a good time. Taiwanese dishes are usually served in smaller portions. I think they're catering on over here. into a predominantly, like, they're definitely catering on over here to like the Hong Kong culture and stuff like that too, which is good to see. So it looks like some of their food's a little bit bigger, and I've seen that over at My Guao Bao too. And they serve these absolutely large dishes, just because it's what the Richmond community asks for. And like money for Valley, yeah, usually more sauces. Oh, okay, I'll pay attention to that. I would agree with you on that one, Andrew. When you're looking, for example, at the tofu on over here, it is very much sauced. That didn't necessarily be the case if I was getting that from like a Sonic Chef or something like that over here. But I want to try the Hong Kong dish with the pickled greens. And so I haven't tried that one either yet. So that is definitely something that I am interested in trying, interested in sharing with you guys. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Like, this is a huge bowl. Okay. When it comes to Taiwanese food, I think one of the best examples that we had of Taiwanese food was heading on over to TJ Fest, okay, which is at a Taoist temple, okay, the Tianjin temple. And don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm trying. And over there, right, at that festival, they served strictly Taiwanese food, and you're supposed to, like, you're almost expected to order a whole bunch of small dishes that culminate into a bigger dish. So Asif and me got a nice little spread on over there, and literally like 5 or 6 dishes that you can watch on our TJ Festival Fix video. But literally, it only cost us like $6, or not $6. That was the 30 buckies. Or 35 buckies or something like that. Like, it was super cheap. And the amount of food that we got was huge amount of food. It was awesome to see. But a whole bunch of smaller dishes put together. But yeah, this is a huge amount of food on it again. A huge amount of food. I cannot complain. I would definitely say if you feel like it doesn't have enough flavor to it, get the chili sauce, and you can just pour it in. Okay, and that'll help amp it up. And that's really what's meant to, what you're meant to do. That is so tasty. And that is so awesome. Oh my gosh. That is so good. That is so tasty. If you like pickled greens, there's Northern Chinese spicy fish stew. Andrew, tell me about this Northern Chinese spicy the fish stew dish. Where can I find it? Particularly in Richmond. So I have had like the sour Thai soups as well. So Thailand does a bunch of different soups and stuff like that. I think it's Fat Mao where you can go on over there. And some of them are sour. But they're sour in like a sweet way. So it's kind of like a sweet and sour like Colby was talking about before when I was eating something sweet and sour. But wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. It's over here. I can find it in Richmond. That's good. That's really, really good. That is really, really good. Again, guys, I'm just down here right now, enjoying myself, getting myself a little bit of lunch, a snack, some food, just trying out a bunch of stuff, and just exploring and enjoying. There's some more tofu. That's like there's like a spiciness to the tofu. There's also a sweetness. It's like quietly addictive. It's also a bit of a palate cleanser. Very, very good. Very, very tasty. And there's like little pieces of garlic in the eggplant. It almost gives it a boost. I'm gonna fish with you on Alexander Road. Nah, Alexander Road. Alexander Road. And this one right here, eh, Andrew? Kobe's like, yeah, I like the sweet and sour and the sweet heat. Yeah. Yeah. Asif is a big fan of the sweet heat. Okay, he does do the sour, so he's not like turned off by the sour and stuff like that. But I am really the one in the family that likes the sweet and the sour a little bit more. Fish with you, okay. Alexander Road, it's calling us. It's calling us. We'll like stroll down this like barren road with these giant parking lots on it to find like some, like I just discovered like a whole bunch of like more expensive Hong Kong cafes over there. That's the funny part, because they're like whole restaurants. They're not just food stalls. So they charge a little bit more because they got to cover the rent, or they got to cover the mortgage on the space that they purchased. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And it makes sense. So like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying the minute that you have a restaurant, you have to pay for the space inside and all that stuff. And usually, generally, the fish, the price goes up a little bit. Fish with you. Oh, and the first thing that comes up. Oh, right across from the Silver Tower, eh? I actually know where this is. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that place. This place stands out. Like look at how much this pops right here. Okay, we're gonna have to start going there because, to be honest with you, that's like a secret foodie street here in Richmond that I have not conquered yet. So I wouldn't mind heading down there. And we have a nice little Pisces down there too, so we get something sweet. Yeah, that's like a nice little street on over there. Nacho took us over there one time in the middle of a heavy rain, and we stood in line for literally like 10 minutes, and then Naz and me just looked at Nacho, and we were just like, Nacho, we love you, buddy, and we know this food is good, but we're not standing outside in line any longer in the rain. So, and he kind of understood that. But there's this dim sum place apparently over there, and it's also very, very popular. So that's interesting to see. I really am digging this though. Like you can see the mustard greens in there and stuff like that. And really just like a nice little leaf. It kind of wilts when you mix it into the soup. That's a nice little tasty treat there. I've definitely spoiled myself today. But that's good to see. I love these flat noodles on over here too. I can definitely see where Andrew is also coming from though, but like be careful with the flat noodles because they can splash back at you. I don't think I've had an issue yet, but I could definitely see where you're coming from. That's the whole thing though. If you don't try new foods, okay, then you won't know if you actually like it or not. And living where I grew up, we really didn't have this quality of food right on over here, okay? So Ass is like, this is making me hungry. Okay, mission accomplished. I would say that the mustard greens really stick to the chopsticks. Well, when you get down to this level, you can really just kind of go in with your spoon. And then pick up the leftover floating pieces of tofu. And mustard greens. And that's awesome. Okay. I'm getting a little full. So when that happens, I usually stop. And chill out for a minute. That is definitely really good though. Definitely really good. Yeah, I think I'm done with that. I'm gonna take this home with me. Here. But I say we go to our next location on over here. And we figure it out as we go. So there is another place that I wanted to go to just for nostalgic purposes. And it wasn't necessarily a Richmond location. It's just located just across the Fraser River in the city of Vancouver. Okay? So I wanted to head just across the river, not underground or anything like that. We'll still be above ground. And get a nice little treat on over there for us too. Okay? Now when it comes to this, we can just pack this up and then we have the sides on over here for a nice little snacky later. But after this giant bowl of pork chops and mustard greens with tofu, I am relatively full. Relatively full right now. Let's put it in our baggy bag. And just to be extra sure, just in case if it does open, it just kind of spills in the bag. And we're not too worried about the bag. Okay. Let's take it over. And then we're gonna come back for our drink. I'm just gonna drop off the food in the tray. So when you come on over here, very common in British Columbia culture, especially in food courts, to have these trays, especially here in Richmond, but also in a lot of the other Asian focused places. They usually Asian focused malls and food courts and stuff like that. And they have a staff that'll come on over here and take care of all of that. But we're gonna go this way now. And we're gonna go get some food. Or no, we just got food. We're gonna head on over to the SkyTrain station on over at Aberdeen Place and take a quick ride north from here. Ivy, good to see you. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you hitting the button there. It's good to see you on the stream too. The steak night on me, ribeye steak for sale 1 week. Oh my gosh, you can get a ribeye steak for $10 a pound right now. That is not too bad, especially with inflation prices. Somehow I did not get my shirt messy today. It was like a magical feat of magicalness. Here we go. Oh my gosh, Christine with the eye emojis. We have breaking here as well. Breaking news. Good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream, Breaking. Okay, let's head down the way. Oh yeah, we've had a heck of a lot. I love it. I love it. That's the thing. That's the thing, though. You don't get hungry when you have some good food. Because you've eaten it and you're full. So just to fill people in, great to see you on over here. My name is Jerome Forestwood. This is my channel. We started out over at Tao's Cafe in the Admiralty Center. And they made us a lovely pineapple bun with corned beef and eggs. And that was absolutely delicious. Then I got a craving for some Taiwanese food, so we headed on over to the Pacific Plaza, which is right next door, and we grabbed some Taiwanese noodles with mustard greens, tofu, and pork chops. And that was really, really delicious. So I did enjoy that as well. And now we're making our way back on over to the Aberdeen Center because I got a hankering for something, and apparently it's just across the river. So we'll hop on the train and head on over there. We're done our winter melon tea. So we are right here right now. Where are we? We are on Cambie Road. Cambie. This is Cambie Road. Over by the South Storage Depot. Bright and sunny day on over here. There's some of the storage depot right on over there. You and me. Rice Noodles is open on a Thursday now. Ooh. That gives us an option. I was told Christine I wanted to go there soon, so we're gonna have to go there at some point in time. Bricken's like, it's good to be here. I'm trying to learn about BC. I know very little. Aw, that's cute. You kind of give yourself away with your opening entrance. Very much my hometown. Very much my hometown. They don't really say that out here, which is interesting to see. There's definitely like different cultures. It's interesting to see the mix of like fans from the hometown and fans that we've acquired over here. See, different ones. Garbage? No. Wait. It says straws go here, but this is also paper, so I'm gonna pop it in here because it says throw here, but I think I could put that straw in the paper. I think they updated those signs because it looks pretty fresh. They're assuming the straws are gonna be plastic again, which is fine. I get it. I definitely get it. So if some people didn't know, we had a ban on plastic straws for a while, because there literally is a giant pile of plastic floating in the ocean. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean somewhere. So that's an issue. But as we started to ban some of these things like plastic straws and stuff like that, and the things that they recommended that we replace it with, like some of the paper straws and stuff, actually had like a worse environmental footprint than plastic. So plastic is back. The plastic straws are apparently back. But like I said before, a lot of these companies ordered a lot of paper straws. So sometimes you'll still find those paper straws, and not the best thing, not my favorite thing in the world, but I get why restaurants are still using them. They got to work through their stock. So much respect, much respect. And we're over here now. This is the intersection of Cambie and Hazelbridge. Oh, again, Cambie and Hazelbridge. That is the Capstan Village right on over there. And the park that's right on over here, that is the Aberdeen Neighborhood Park. And right on over here is President's Plaza and the Yauhan Center. And then Aberdeen Center is just on over here. Okay? We're just waiting for the light to change, and then we'll head across the street here. Okay? When you are in Richmond, the lights do change a little bit from other places in Metro Vancouver. They have their own unique signature, and it's almost like you're pausing for different people and different things to cross. and we almost had an accident right here. Very Metro Vancouver. Very, very Metro Vancouver. Ah! Winger's back in the house again. Whenever I hear Winger, I always think of like Winger from the TV show Communities. I love that show. But season 5 and 6 got a little bit weird. And that's basically because they were kind of justifying carrying the TV show for another two seasons. And what they found out was that it was probably best if they would have left it for the 4 seasons and just followed everyone through a university or / college experience over those 4 years, which is kind of the normal process, rather than trying to find excuses for people who had already graduated to come back and take more courses. But hey, what can you say? What can you do? They gotta figure something out. So there is President Plaza right there. Dun, 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 dun. I love that food court. I love it so much. Yeah, we're just waiting for the crosswalk here. You can see how busy this parking lot gets, and then you got the parking lot on the other side too. So it's always good to just kind of chill out and wait for the lights to change. Okay. And just to be safe, because the British Columbia drivers in general do not have a good track record, which is very, very interesting to see. And it doesn't matter the type of person behind the wheel. All different types of people have these traffic issues and stuff like that. So, okay, it's our turn. We can cross. Here we go. We're on the other side of the parking lot. That is the Radisson right on over there. Beautiful, beautiful conference center. And that's the good thing about the President Plaza, is it provides like a food court with some of like the best food in Metro Vancouver, right there for people to grab if they happen to be staying over at the Radisson, especially breakfast. I'm sure the Radisson has. I'm sure that some people have like had the Radisson breakfast, and then they're just like, "Nah, I'd rather go to the President Plaza." I'm sure those thoughts have crossed a few people's minds. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay. Jasmine, I love Brecca. I'm so excited for us. You're gonna have a Surrey location? Jasmine, where is the Surrey location opening up for Brecca Bakery? Are you serious? You're dropping some serious tea right now. Where's it going in? Let us know, Jasmine. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat if you know where it's coming in. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, they're opening a Brecca somewhere in Richmond here too, which is interesting to see. Because they got some pretty stiff competition. Mind you, they got some pretty stiff competition in Surrey as well. So. You convinced to grab some food. I will attempt a mini stream and show the food. Okay, keep an eye on As's channel. He's gonna try a mini stream in the airport. So my husband has finally gotten through. He was kind of trapped in like transfer limbo. So awesome. So many new spots are opening. Oh, there's a Poquito opening up oh. Are you guys getting a Dante's sandwich too? Dante's has opened up a whole bunch of different shops up here in Vancouver. I wouldn't be surprised if they set up one down there as well, but I'm not sure if that's the sandwich shop that you're talking about. Yeah. So we're over here at the Aberdeen station right now. We're gonna take the train when it shows up in 3 minutes up and over to where I want to get a nice little snacky. Or I mean, you might just stay on and travel up all the whole way up. I'm not sure quite yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. Depends on how I feel. But yeah, it's coming in like literally 3 minutes, so it's not gonna be super long. But it's gonna take a hot minute to get there. Oh, you're getting a body energy club too? Okay. Oh, actually that's a good spot for it. So Jasmine's saying it's gonna be its own little area in that King George hub. Okay, okay. So they're gonna get a Brecca bakery somewhere along or in and around King George. And the King George hub is the place that's the foodie place that's connected right to the right to the SkyTrain station there. I'm assuming, Jasmine, that's probably where they're gonna put it. That's the outbound. We're waiting for the inbound train ourselves. That's gonna go all the way on over to Richmond Public Market. That's nice to hear. That's like a Vancouver staple. Okay? Now, I did eat at some really good places on a couple of days ago in Surrey. I think I talked about it during my Munchie Mondays on over there. We went and we got, I got like it was like the big puffed dough with like a chickpea kind of dip, and it was like almost a tally too. It was awesome to see. Okay, I really enjoyed that. It was absolutely delicious. I think it was a chatberry or Meraki or something like that. I'm having a hard time pronouncing it right now. But it was a delicious food. I can like find the location. We have time. Ah, I have to use my 2 fingers. Okay, where were we? Are we over on Wally? That's awesome. Filipino restaurant. Good. There was a Filipino restaurant like real close by. Oh no! Anyways, I had some really good food, so I cannot complain. Yeah, and some friends took us for some desi breakfast. It was very good, very tasty. Definitely something to check out. They're slowly making Surrey Central as its own little downtown. I'm guessing that's their end goal. Yeah, that is their end goal, to create another downtown. Some people say, oh, it's going to replace the downtown in Vancouver, it's not going to replace the downtown in Vancouver. Yeah, Utah's like, this is gonna be the new downtown. Vancouver is not gonna be the downtown anymore, which is fine. I kind of laugh and think about that. No, it's gonna be Surrey's downtown. Surrey's gonna have a downtown. New Westminster has a downtown. Okay, and it's awesome. Like Surrey already has a downtown. It's pretty awesome. You can't beat downtown. You can't. I think Surrey will eventually have a better downtown than Vancouver's. But yeah, you can't replace downtown Vancouver. That's kind of ridiculous. But hey, that's some of the propaganda that they want, that some people want to spin. So it's fine. We're here on the SkyTrain right now. I'm gonna ride it to the next stop on over here. We're gonna go just over the river, and then we're gonna grab a nice little snacky on over there. And that is more of a dessert. And I've been having a little bit of a craving for it, so
the next station is
I wanted to go on over there and grab some of that. So we're pulling into Capstan Station right now. There it is. That was Capstan Station for you. Okay. So we're now at Capstan Station and just making our way. We'll have a pretty good view of the river as we're crossing over. I do like the thing is that Surrey's gonna have its own little thing on over there. Vancouver's gonna keep more of the club culture. So it's all good in the end. It's all good. It all mixes together very well. A kind of mash thing together and life will be great.
This train is for waterfront.
There we go. You see some of the new developments coming in here in Richmond. And of course that bridge will take you on over to the other island, the airport island. As is like Wi-Fi not allowing me to stream. Oh my gosh. As is dropping some photos on Instagram for you folks instead. Yeah, that's why I usually like to get the Saily app when I'm traveling. It's pretty handy. Doesn't mean I'm using the Saily app the whole time, but very much more reliable. Especially if you're like over in that area, you can get like an oceanic package that covers like Thailand and Indonesia and all that type of stuff.
Are you platinum? I lost my platinum status. It was devastating.
Okay, talk to you guys.
Let's go to the other side. Why are we going to the other side? Because the view is going to be even better on this side. Well, that's good. Then I can go and check out what husband was eating too. I'm excited for that. We're going to take off in just a hot minute here. And now we're going to head over the river because we're at Bridgeport Station right now. And here we are leaving Bridgeport.
This train is for waterfront.
And there we go. We're heading underneath the Canby Street Bridge. And we are about to hit the water right here. There used to be an old factory in that big old spot right on over there. They tore down recently. It was a huge factory. And like par for the course, there's several like open fields on over here. It's just like they're just waiting for who wants to build stuff there, but at the same point in time, like look at that. There's the lumber industry for you, alive and well. That is why I really wanted to show you this side, so you can see like some of those are called log booms that are in the water there. And people literally crawl along those raw logs while they're being towed by ferries to like keep them all together and stuff like that. Absolutely fascinating job. Dangerous too. If you fall in the water, you could hit your head on a log and stuff like that. That's never a good situation. Okay, we are almost there. Almost there.
The next station is Marine Drive.
This is our stop right on over here. And there's the bus bay right down there for Marine Drive. Yeah, the door's gonna open right here. So, let's head on over and get my next craving and appease the cravings. There you go. Asif has posted a story on his Instagram, so you can go onto his Instagram and you can check that out. I'm excited to check that out later myself, see what my husband's adventures are happening. WT, good to see you. Now, I have never been to the next location on a live stream before, so that'll be interesting. And because Carol wants me to, if you haven't hit that like button yet, do hit that like button. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do hit that subscribe button. We are over here right now, literally at Marine Gateway Mall. That is where we are. Marine Gateway Mall. So when you're over at Marine Gateway Mall, they have a nice little Irish pub here, Starbucks coffee, all those different types of things. The liquor store here, that type of stuff. You need to check out the Hong Kong Snacks Smart and Safe Cafe at Marine Gateway. Really affordable. Just up top here, right? That's cool. But I have another craving in mind right now that I need to appease. Shout out to our military. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your service. Okay. I hope they're open. Are they open? I have no idea, but if they are, we're gonna go here to Baskin Robbins. And get ourselves an ice cream cone. Ooh, they are open. Okay. Okay. Ooh, it's a cashless store. Look, it's cashless. They accept the gift cards or debit and credit. Interesting. So we'll drop the camera down. Okay. Hey, how's it going? I'm just on my phone. I'll keep it on me. Yeah, I just wanted to get one scoop of a regular waffle cone. Okay.
What flavor would you like?
I'm not sure. Which one would you recommend?
Are you thinking that if you buy 5 scoops, you can get a free waffle cone?
I'll shove it in my pocket. Worst case scenario.
I can stamp it for you.
Oh, you can stamp it right now?
Because you're buying a scoop already.
Oh, awesome. Love it. Okay, that already has me hooked.
Remember to present it next time.
Thank you. Oh, some people are requesting the mint chocolate. Do you have the mint chocolate chip?
We do have the mint chocolate chip, yeah.
Yeah, let's do the mint chocolate chip just because some people want to see it.
Okay.
Awesome.
817, just down here.
Thank you. Okay, we got the receipts. We're good to go. We're getting the flavor. I'm gonna sit outside and enjoy this. They have like chairs literally outside. Thank you very much.
No worries. Have a good evening.
You too. This looks good. I'm gonna try the mango at some point in time. That's what I like about Celeste Connect's shop, because she specifically has like the Asian flavors. And so, hold on for a sec. There we go. I forgot about the dynamics of a cone. Oh, jeez, and Nelly me. Oh, God. Cones are a little more difficult to balance than I thought. Justin's like, I'm back just to chat for the ice cream. Yeah, I just got a single scoop on over here. I knew these guys would be a bit more expensive. Ice cream is kind of going up in price right now, because they used to get a lot of the ingredients for ice cream, believe it or not, overseas, which is why they're not having a lot of soft serve over at the Japanese Konbiniya downtown. I haven't been to Baskin Robbins in like a long time. It's I think my first time back to Baskin Robbins. Opposite of a cash-only Chinese stores. I know! Andrew's like, can't go wrong with Robbins. Yeah, I would agree. So there we go. WT wanted us to try the mint chocolate chip, so we're gonna try the mint chocolate chip. That is good. That is good. Okay, that is really good. I'm gonna go through part of the cone first. What? So the mint chocolate chip, literally like crushed chocolate chips inside of the mint, very minty flavor as well. Mix that with the sugar and the cream, and that is like a delicious, delicious bite. The waffle cone is nice and sweet and crunchy, which is exactly what you want. It's not overly sweet though. If you want it overly sweet, you can get it. Yeah, it's very good.
I know you. From the shawarma that you tried. Was it you?
I'm Jerome Forestwood.
Yeah, are you an influencer?
I wouldn't
Like,
say I'm an influencer,
Do
but
you post on Instagram?
I do post on Instagram.
I did see you trying different types of shawarmas. I know you.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Good luck,
Good to
good
see you.
luck. Enjoy the ice cream.
Yeah, thank you. That is awesome. That is awesome. I've never been called an influencer before. That's interesting. Now I'm gonna have to go back through my Instagram to see what I posted. Kobe's like, yummy one. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the mint. I wanted to kind of mix it up though. It's good to see like they do have a series of more Asian flavors on over here, so it's not like they don't have it. And I do want to try their mango at some point in time, but I am really enjoying this. Is actually one of my favorite flavors. This is what I would default to. Though I was not unopposed. But like the thing is with the Robbins, the Baskin Robbins, like if you have these big chunky chocolate chips in there and stuff like that, or even the small chocolate chips, it's like a little too much, a little too crunchy of an ice cream. When they put in the shredded chocolate there, the mint chocolate chip, it just fits in your pie hole a little bit better and goes down a little bit better, and it doesn't have this massive crunchiness to it because you already have the crunch that you want from the waffle cone or the regular cone. I do vibe with that. Now this shop on over here, okay, right on over here we have a T&T grocery store. Where's TNT? TNT is right there, right behind my head right there. Okay, there's also a set of escalators there. And then they have Kinto Ramen on over here. And they have a whole bunch of different banks here from the local TD Bank, which is now across Canada, as well as they have a CIBC on the other side. And I think there's a Bank of Montreal down here too. And they have a Royal Bank right across the street. So this has become a real hub and a place where people really are choosing to live. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time for people to ease into like how awesome this area over here is in Marple and stuff like that. We're literally in the Marple neighborhood right now. And what's cool is that you have these giant towers on over here. Oh my gosh, Ivy's doing spring cleaning. This is the time of year to do it, Ivy. That is awesome to see. Yeah, we did some spring cleaning recently too. I get it, I get it. But thanks for coming along, Ivy. Have a good day. That is awesome. Mint chocolate chip for best flavor. Yeah, it's a really good flavor. It definitely is. WT's like, TNT sounds dangerous. I know. It stands for Tiffany and Tina and Tiffany, or Tiffany and Tina. I know. It's so dangerous. Better watch out for those Tiffany's and Tinas. They'll come and they'll get you. Hooked on their food because it's a great grocery store. You guys make me laugh so hard. Nick's like, it's TNT, not, that's TNT, not TNT. Very true. I love the light shade. Oh wow, there's a whole bunch of, you can see some of it wisping by me. There's a whole bunch of seeds floating through the air right now. That's fascinating to see. Jasmine's like, my boyfriend thinks I'm a weird for getting mint flavored ice cream, but then he goes for the nutty type of ice cream. Exactly. I get what you're talking about. So sometimes when you're with people, they're like, you go for a certain flavor, okay? Let's say ice cream because we're on the ice cream thing. Or like you go for, you know, like a slice of cake or another type of dessert or like a bag of chips or stuff like that. And you're gonna pick the flavor that goes with you. But sometimes when you're with some people, okay, and those other people, let's say like brothers, boyfriends, husbands and stuff like that, might like something different. Now with me and Asif, we're not really gonna have that problem. Asif, I'm pretty much open to try anything and he's pretty much open to try anything too. But I have been with, like, if I'm with my, like, family members and stuff like that, let's say I'm, like, out with mom, okay? If I picked a mango ice cream, she'd be like, mango, that's very good. And then she'd literally go for the Rocky Road. And then she'd be like, I don't know why you didn't pick the Rocky Road. And stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting. It is interesting to see. Okay, but like we all like what we like, and that's the thing that's important, is that you get what you get. Now, was my mom throwing a lot of criticism and stuff like that? No, but she's like, you used to always like Rocky Road, and I'm like, Mom. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. WT said I want a tiramisu ice cream flavor. I haven't seen a tiramisu yet. Nope, I have. But only recently. I did see a tiramisu over at Ricardo's on at the intersection of Thurlow and Robson on the Thurlow Street, like right there at that intersection though. Yeah, it was good. It looked good. I didn't try it though. I can tell you it looked good. I can't tell you whether or not it tasted good. Just me, it's like that's how it is. I always have to go now. Oh, well, thank you for coming along, Jasmine. Cam's like, I love ice cream sandwiches. So if you want like a good ice cream sandwich, Mister is the place to go. Right now, Vancouver has a Mister in Yaletown on Mainland Street, and they have a Mister over. Okay. Also on. Where is it? They have a Mister on Robson Street, right near Robson and Butte. Derivazoon means pick me up in Italian. Ah! Just think if they were actually thinking about that back in the day. Interesting to see. I would be interested to find out if that's what it's been called this whole time. It's like the pick me up dessert. That would be funny, but right now I'm managing an ice cream cone, so I'm not going to look it up. Definitely can't complain though. I really like this waffle cone. I would say between like Ricardo's and Baskin Robbins are about the same price. So no big difference in price. Baskin Robbins is good. Like if you're down here in this area, I would definitely pick up Baskin Robbins, and I would probably be like an occasional regular customer, like maybe like once every 2 months or something like that. But like I really, really like Ricardo's flavors too. So, and that's where I live near. So, No, like this is literally what I used to get when I was a kid. And this is so nostalgic. Ah! Ah! Yeah. That is definitely good. Oh, Cam's got his favorite ice cream, like bars you can get those on over here in Metro Vancouver. Yeah, you need to go like to a Circle K or something like that. And that's where you're gonna find like the frozen drumsticks and stuff like that. Also, you might find them also at Terra Latina. They have them mixed in with their Latin treats on over there too. So Asif is enjoying a shrimp pad thai and a Thai milk tea. That looks good. I want to see if I'm okay. I got my Instagram on right here. Oh, there it is right there. He's got music playing in the background too. So I'm assuming that's the milk tea. It's like taking forever to switch. I have no idea what that is. No idea what that is. Oh, husband. Oh, husband. Oh, it moved it to ads. Oh, okay. Oh, that's your other account. Okay. There's the Pad iced tea right there. This is the public one. I was like, what the heck is that? It was very gay. That looks good. That looks good. Whoops. So there's one that you can access, another one that he only shares with friends and family. Not as hilarious though. That is hilarious. What? I go through the stories and I don't get to see them anymore? Yeah, I mean, it's just showing the shrimp pad thai. That looks good. That looks good. There's a point in time where you were able to get this over at the Vancouver airport. Not anymore. This one looks way more authentic and way more delicious. Oh, it's okay, Cam. Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything naughty or too naughty. And Cam's making me laugh. I didn't even know there was a difference in accounts on over there. Wow. Yeah, definitely showed you something very, it went from one shot to the next shot. I was like, this looks very gay. That's okay. That's okay. There we go. Cam's like, I miss ice cream trucks. I haven't seen too many ice cream trucks in Metro Vancouver, but then again, we have plenty of sources of ice cream shops and stuff like that that you can use. What I'm really impressed with here is like the amount of ice cream that went down to the cone for one scoop. That's pretty impressive. Mm-hmm. Oh, my husband is getting nostalgic for the good old days. That's awesome. That's awesome. God. We have tried some stuff. It was absolutely delicious. Very, very tasty. Ah! Ah! Nick's like, I rewinded and I saw some interesting world maps. Yeah, at least it wasn't the real thing. Then YouTube might have an issue. I love this spot on over here. This is absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. Probably for the best, husband. Probably for the best. Andrew said there was a snack and save on over here. I'm wondering how you get up. I think you gotta go the other way to get on up there. Okay. Nice little Taiwanese snack spot up there. I have seen that before, so not too surprised. I think we might be able to get a stair set on over here. Oh yeah, there is some. Let's go take a quick peek. And then we know where it is, and then we can come back another day and check it out. Like right there. Okay. Let's head up. Oh, this is kind of cool. Look at this. We got a nice view. We'll look down on the people at the Irish pub. We're looking down on you right now. Down, down, down. Smart and Save Cafe on over here. Very quiet in there. And look at the different stuff that they have here. Ooh, this actually looks tasty. $8.95. And you get your satay beef. It looks like just beef with your noodles right on over there. That's awesome. And this, what is this, wontons? Or dumplings of some sort. You can get like 2 drinks here. 1 for 1. That's awesome. And then that's breakfast right there for you right there. What are these, pork cubes? This is like an awesome price though. If we're only paying $8.95 for this, I'm intrigued. Oh, but look at look at it's a breakfast, literal breakfast items. Okay? So they're literally serving breakfast here. So you have to show up at this time if you want to get the breakfast. Okay. That is that's why I like going to some of the Richmond cafes, because they serve breakfast all day. And that gives them just making sure I got everything. Yep. The most important thing, as Nick would say, make sure you got your your wallet and your bank card. That looks really, really good. They have like a shark fin soup. How can you be shark fin soup if it's imitation shark? I don't get it. If it's something pretending to be a shark, then it's not shark fin soup. It's a different thing. And also, why are we, I get the imitation shark fin soup, because like the thing is, people don't like the sharks getting caught, and then you know, the fin being the thing that turns into the soup. But at the same point in time, they're not just eating the fin; they eat the whole thing. But sometimes people focus on, oh, they're only eating the fin. This is where you catch one of the 100 buses that'll take you out of the area on over here and take you along Marine Road or Marine Drive. But I digress. I digress. Let's see if we can catch the SkyTrain. Because it's literally coming right now. Okay, we're good. We got on. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming along today. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later, okay? It's been Let's Get Nosy with Jerome Forestwood. Bye.
This train is for waterfront.